All right, we're here. We're locked. We're loaded. Hello. Long time no chat. Y'all, this is going to be a post-market recap because I did take a trade today. I did get stopped out, but I just want to go over what I've been looking at. Obviously, I trade NASDAQ and ES. If you're new here, hello, what's going on? My name is Brittany. I primarily trade ES and NASDAQ, but yesterday or the day before, earlier this week, I don't know what today is. Today is Wednesday. I've started looking at crude oil and platinum, also US 30. The trade I took today that I was stopped out of was US 30. I used to trade US 30 only majority of last year. This year, I don't think I've taken any US 30 trades now that I think about it, and it's April already, which is also something that I can't talk about because how is it already April? But I just started monitoring crude oil and platinum and just like marking it up and seeing how it moves because I'm interested in just seeing what else I can apply my strategy to, because on a day-to-day basis, week-to-week basis, especially during Q1, there were trade setups to take, of course, but I just wanted to expand what I was looking at just to see if there's more opportunities for me to trade. Now, will I be trading these instruments? I'm not sure. I'm not certain, but it doesn't hurt to look. So that is what I'm going to be going over today. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, let's get into it. So this is NASDAQ. Actually, let's go ahead and go over US 30, which is what I got stopped out of earlier today. Now, we have been in an aggressive downtrend since Monday, so at the beginning of this week. Today's Wednesday, I think it is. So on the 4-hour, price broke structure to the upside here with this 4-hour candle. And oh my gosh, I'm getting literally so many text messages. Let me just go ahead and do not disturb. Price broke structure to the upside here. Boom, baby. Now, I think I took my trade before this candle closed, but it's good to see that this candle closed bullish because I took a buy. I eventually got stopped out because price wanted to seek liquidity, but price on the 4-hour is bullish. Now, at this time, price on the 1-hour was bullish. So I scaled down to the 5-minute. Whoa. Actually, let me go back a bit. Missed a very crucial step. So bullish on the 4-hour. At this time, we were also bullish on the 1-hour. So price went ahead and swept this 1-hour low here. And that's it. So price swept this 1-hour low. Okay. Scale down to the 5-minute. And delete this. So price swept this liquidity, broke structure to the upside here. After sweeping that liquidity, you can also say that price broke structure. Yeah, broke structure to the upside here. This is my order block, which you can see price came out of it, pulled back into it before selling back up. Now, I was waiting for a fair value gap, and that is what I got. Granted, now that I think back to it, I was marking up things on the 15-minute because at the time, the 4-hour was bearish. That 4-hour candle had not closed yet. So I was looking closer, but I had suspected that it would close bullish based off of the price action. So I scaled down to the 15-minute for a higher time frame confluence. Price created this fair value gap on the 15 minute, pulled back into it. And as it pulled back into it, I dropped down to the 5 minute. Price, this is my first mistake. Now that I'm looking back on this. I entered in around here. Where are we at? Yeah, I entered in around here. Let's go ahead and just put a... Now, what I was waiting for was price to break above this 5 minute high to give me my break of structure on the 5 minute, but price never did that. Price never gave me a break of structure on the 5 minute to the upside. So, knowing that, I should have never been in this trade in the first place. Rule number 1, follow your trading plan. So I got stopped out because my stops were like, I barely got stopped out. It was like right there. And then I got stopped out. So I took an L on US 30 and that 4-hour candle ended up closing bullish. So bullish on the 4 hours, bearish on the 1 hour. But ultimately price swept this liquidity to the downside on the 4 hour here and here. So my bias is still the same. I'm still bullish on US 30. Price went down, swept liquidity. If price breaks above this high, we'll be in a 1 hour. We'll be on a we will be on a bullish trend. I'm actually just going to go ahead and add an alert to this because I just want to see. Gonna go ahead and delete this. I just want to see if the trend changes. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. So that was US 30. I didn't take a trade on NASDAQ today, or yes, I only took a trade on US 30, but we can take a look at what NASDAQ did. This is from the other day. So today on the NASDAQ, price this 4 hour break of structure to the upside. So now price is in an uptrend. This wasn't confirmed until the afternoon though. I guess for the purposes of this video, just mark out the open just to show why I didn't enter into a trade. The time of the open, price was bearish on the 4 hour. So that means overall trend is bearish. Although I will say the way that this candle was forming, I was fairly confident that it was going to close above this high. So keeping that in mind. On the 1 hour at the start of the open, again, we were bearish, but again, already. What time is it? Was fairly confident that this would close bullish. Okay, so with that in mind, let's keeping that in mind. This 1 hour low was swept at the open, so we already had our a low swept, and that was like swept during pre-market and then swept again during the open. Drop down to the 5 minute. price broke structure to the upside with this very large fair value gap and then never came back into it. So price just never pulled back. Got a fair value gap here. We've got one here, but honestly, there's really not much happening. So no entry on NASDAQ. Now let's go to ES. I'm just taking a peek. Just taking a peek. Price broke structure barely to the upside here. I'm just looking to see if there's price broke structure to the upside here. Never broke structure to the downside. So we've remained to the upside. And potential fair value gap here. I'm just marking up to see what price, how it moves during Asia session. Okay, there we go. Anyways, ES, let's take a look. Very similar to NASDAQ today. We were bearish at the start of the open, but this candle confirmed that we are bullish on the 4-hour. We are also bullish on the 1 hour. I mean, as of this candle. So going into it, we knew we were bullish on ES. Now, very similar, price swept these 1 hour lows. Boom, boom, boom. Multiple 1 hour lows that were swept. Dropped down to the 5-minute, price broke structure to the upside here. We've got an order block here. I mean, price closed above it, like tapped it, but didn't really give us much of an entry. Again, another very large fair value gap here, but price came back down into the order block and this breaker block here, and then has been buying up ever since. But when I was looking at the chart, there were no entries. Now, if I were to have waited until the afternoon to take this entry, price finally broke structure to the upside here, left this teeny tiny fair value gap that wasn't respected. So no entry on ES. Now I want to take a look at crude oil and platinum because shout out to Tori Trades. She inspired me to even just like take a look at it. And I've been setting alerts again just to see how it's moving. But I think it's just cool to kind of broaden your awareness. I know there's this idea that you have to stick to one pair and one pair only. And I think that's a really good, I still believe in that. But again, in the first quarter of this year, ES and NASDAQ, the price action was so shitty that if I felt comfortable taking trades on another pair, maybe I could have placed more trades, So, on what is this? Crude oil. Price was bullish on the 4 hour for crude oil at the start of the open. Ooh. On the 1 hour, let me go ahead and mark out. On the 1 hour, we were also bullish. Now, price on the 4 hour swept these 4 hour lows here. On the 1 hour, swept these 1 hour lows. Boom, boom, boom with this candle. This was like during pre-market though. Drop down to the 5 minute. And again, this is pre-market. So obviously I'm asleep at this point, not awake. Price swept liquidity, broke structure to the upside here. We've got an order block. We've got a breaker block as well. Price gave us a fair value gap here. Pulled into it, continued higher. That would have been our entry. So it's cool to see. It's cool to see a strategy applied to platinum and crude oil. I didn't take this trade. I just marked it up as if I took it because there was also a setup on platinum. So we were that's bearish. So we were bearish on the 4 hour, but again, how this candle was moving. Oh, just kidding. Bullish on the 4 hour because the open is here. Okay. Bullish on the 4 hour on platinum. Also bullish on the 1 hour because price broke structure to the upside here. This is the open. So by the time the open came around, the move had already happened, basically. I mean, obviously you could have caught this, but our entry came down here. So bullish on the 4 hour, bearish on the 1 hour. So at that point, I dropped down to the 15 minute. Price sweeps this 1 hour liquidity here, breaks structure to the upside with this. Now, I'll show you why I marked this out. I don't know why I marked this out, actually. I think it's because I had misinterpreted the 1 hour. We are at the start of the open. Before the open, we're bearish. So I should have been looking at the 15 minute. So that's what I'll mark out right now. Price broke structure to the upside here, leaving a large fair value gap here. Pulled into it. I can put my Gann box. I always forget where it is. Low, high. Didn't pull into it, but pulled into the order block here. From there, I would drop down to the 5 minute, wait for price to break this structure to the upside here. So entry should have been here. And then take profit. Let's see. There's this high. Let's go back down to the 15 minute. It's hard to see, obviously, but got liquidity over here. Liquidity up here, and then we have more liquidity up here, but I'm not sure if it actually went that fall. Boom, boom, TP1. I mean, I would not have had my stop all the way down there. I can tell you that much. My stop probably, I mean, maybe it would have, honestly, because that fair value gap. 1 to 1.3 ended up going up higher. 1 to 1.5. Yeah, that would have been a little bit tough. But as price broke structure to the upside, I would have moved my stop loss a bit higher just to manage the trade a bit. Obviously, I don't want it to come all the way down here. If it comes all the way back down here, I want a re-entry for a better, I want to re-enter at a better price. Anyways, so that is my post-market recap for NASDAQ, ES, crude oil, platinum, and US 30. I only took a trade on US 30 today. But what I'm going to go ahead and do actually is let's just see where we are at. Crude oil, we are bullish. So just for fun, I'm going to set an alert for this low. This is what I did last night, and then obviously let's see if it meets that. Kind of same thing for ES. Because, I mean, price swept that low. Low key. But I'll set an alert here just in case it sweeps this 1 hour low. I really just want to see, and the reason I'm doing this is because, well, I guess I should double check. Oh, no, I did. We're bullish on both time frames. On crude oil, I mean, this price action is giving bearish, but currently we're bullish on the 4 hour, which tells me we're bullish overall. So I'm going to go ahead and mark out this 1 hour low to see if price comes down to it and what it decides to do. Once it gets there, on the 4 hour, we're obviously in an uptrend. On the 1 hour, we're also in an uptrend. So I'm going to mark out this 1 hour low and see if price wants to sweep it before going higher. And then I guess same for US 30 on the 4 hour. We're bullish. On the 1 hour, we're bearish until this candle closes in 15 minutes. If it closes above this high, then we will be bullish. And if that's the case, then I'll mark out this low in case price wants to sweep it. If this is even a low, although I think it will be. So yeah, that's it. Welcome to my, or not welcome. That is my post-market recap. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed going over the markets. Lesson from today is I got stopped out because I skipped the last rule of my trading plan, which was wait for a break of structure to the upside on the 5 minute. And that's it. That is the last confluence that I needed, and I didn't get it, and I took the trade, and I got stopped out. So, duly noted. learning every single day, honestly. And that's all you can do. If I trade tomorrow, then I will be back. I will trade tomorrow, actually. I have no reason not to trade tomorrow. Do we have news tomorrow? Let's see. Unemployment claims tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. for me. So it's 8:30 a.m. So it's 30 minutes before, no, an hour before market open. Okay. Yeah, that's it. See you guys tomorrow for I'm waking up tomorrow. I claim it right here, right now. I'm waking up tomorrow and filming a pre-market analysis. I've been slacking. God, this daylight savings has really killed me. Like waking up a little bit earlier to film has really been a struggle, not gonna lie. But I'm gonna do it tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow for my pre-market analysis. And what is this? Curl. My hair is doing something crazy. And my live trade session. Okay? Bye.